Hello, this is Anastasia Pranikova, otherwise known as the Brain Alchemist. I've just come back from beautiful Sun Valley, Idaho. A famous ski resort in the wintertime, this place transforms itself in the summer. When the sun starts heating up those mountains around, hiking, mountain biking, golf, fishing, an amazing outdoor rink, those are just a few activities you can do there in the summer if you enjoy an active lifestyle and outdoors. When I was there last year, I went on a few hiking trips just near the resort. This year, I decided I was going to be adventurous and explore the Bald Mountain. I picked a fairly easy trail, just 5 miles hiking up the mountain, having a nice lunch at a restaurant up there, and then taking a gondola all the way down. That was my plan. A few hours into my hike, I somehow missed the turn to the connector to that restaurant and the gondola. I kept walking and I ended up on this narrow path going up the mountain, and for a while everything seemed fine. The views were gorgeous. I saw a little town down the bottom of the mountain. I even passed the remnants of a forest fire at one point. Then all of a sudden I saw mountain bikes going down on the same path. And it was a steep way up and an abrupt drop down, and there was not a whole lot of space for me to step aside, so I really had to plaster myself against the mountain to let them pass. This was my first red flag sign. It did not feel quite safe. But I didn't think much of it. I kept walking up, and the path was curving around the mountain, and I thought maybe after that next curve I finally will see the gondola. But after a few curves like that, I still couldn't see anything. And I saw more bikes coming down. So I asked one of them about the gondola, and he said there's no gondola up there. If you keep walking up for 5 or 6 more miles, you will reach the summit. At that point, I realized I was on the wrong trail. There was no way I was going 6 more miles up that mountain. My water was running low. I had to turn back and retract my steps. On my way back, I saw the turn that I had missed initially, and it was another mile or so to the restaurant and the gondola. It was getting late. It was after 4 o'clock, and I really just wanted to get down the mountain. I did not want to have to hike all the way down. But as I was marching up, I was wondering when the gondola would stop running. And as I reached it finally, I saw it moving, and I ran up to this man who was working there and asked when do they close, and he said now. It was 5 minutes after 5, and I barely made it down. So needless to say, it was quite a workout and a good adventure, but everything ended well. And today I want to share 2 insights inspired by my explorations in the mountain that are also hopefully applicable to your business. First, don't show up as a stranger. Be an explorer. And the explorer mindset requires some advanced preparation. As speakers, presenters, trainers, we often go to all sorts of different places to deliver our message. And your message may be the same wherever you go. But today, I encourage you to find your unique way to connect with the place and get to know it better. I invite you to bring more local elements into your presentation so that your audience can relate to your material better and be more excited about what you have to say. You can include local stories, information about local businesses, illustrations, visual hallmarks, or maybe some stories about the personalities with local roots. The internet makes it really easy these days to find that information before you go to a place. And you can vary your content just slightly to include that and make it more exciting for the audience you're about to meet. You can even talk to people from that area on social media. Because when you include that local information, your audience will respond with more trust and more enthusiasm. Second, when you are in that explorer mindset, you also have to be flexible and open to quick feedback and be willing to change things as you go. Any exploration offers the inherent uncertainty and the thrill of the new things and the excitement of them. And you have to balance the two. Just like I felt on that mountain, once you've chosen a certain path, it's so easy and compelling to stay on it and just keep going because it doesn't require much thinking or any new resources. But in a new context, this may not work, and you have to watch for those signs. If you work with a different audience, different industry, or maybe a new culture for you, you have to see how that new material, your stories and activities land with that audience and fine-tune things as you go. You don't want to wait too long to make everything perfect. In fact, the cost of failure grows exponentially the longer you wait. You don't want to hike 10 more miles up the mountain only to discover that you have to spend the night there. What you want to do is watch for the signs, get feedback, turn around and find a better way. So that's how you can vary your content and make it more exciting to your new audience. So my suggestion for you today is don't be predictable and boring. Be aware and exploring. Thank you so much. I invite you to write me in the comments, what does it mean for you to have that explorer mindset? How can it help your business to be an explorer? Until next time, this is Anastasia Pranikova, the Brain Alchemist. Bye.